All right, happy Monday, well, actually, no, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, guys. Yesterday was Monday, the market was closed, and today, well, I guess it is the first day of trading in September, and let's just say, guys, it is not looking so pretty. We all know historically, September is not the best month. In fact, it's the worst month for stocks, and we're starting off red. And you guessed it, we're going to break it down in this video. We're going to go over the charts, stocks I'm looking at, and overall, the numbers behind September, and you'll see here in a second just how bad it is, the month, compared to other months overall for stocks. So guys, take a sip of your coffee, cheers, hit the like button, subscribe, join the email stock newsletter, and check out my Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates. All those links are right down below. And now let's get into it. So currently it's about 10:45 a.m. Market just opened essentially a little over an hour ago, and we are down across the board. Here I have Google stock pulled up for a reason. I was looking at it before. It's down about 2%, by the way, guys. But we're not going to talk about Google in this video. I want to show you SPY. See what's going on here. This is down about 1%. The S&P 500, you can see here, and it was down even more this morning. At one point, we were down like 1.5%. Now we're rallying a little bit, from that opening price. Well, we did rally. Now we're actually dumping back down. You guys can see on the intraday, but SPY's down 1%, and QQQ is down even more. This is down now 1.2%, and at one point it was down about 1.8%. Think about that, guys. Insane. So QQQ starting off the month red, same as the S&P, and the Dow is not off the hook, guys. The Dow's down as well, not as much, but about 0.75% as I'm making this video, guys. About 340 points in the red, and earlier we were down even more. But yeah, you get the point. Stocks are down. VIX is up. The VIX is up 13.6% today, guys. Big move for the VIX, and it's now pushing 20 points. What did I say? Last week, the week before? I was telling you guys the VIX is getting very low. It's at 14 points, which historically has been the lower end of the range here for the VIX, at least over the last year or so. So yeah, we hit 14 on the VIX. And now, boom, we're starting to make a big move. Well, it's not like a stock, but you get the point. Volatility's kicking up. We're up 14%. Gold is up on the day about 1.5%. Gold's making a big move back towards all-time highs. Silver is ripping as well, now $41 an ounce. It's at a fresh high on this time frame as well, and it looks like silver, guys, wants to go to $50 an ounce, which is the all-time high from back in, well, we hit that back in the 80s. We hit that also in 2011. And guys, oh my goodness, do you see what I'm seeing here on silver? On a side note, this is the cleanest cup and handle I've seen in a long time. I mean, silver's making a 40-year cup and handle essentially this cup and handle has been in the making for 40 freaking years, guys. 45 if we're being more accurate, from 1980 where we hit $50 an ounce, right? That's where the cup started forming. The cup completed in 2011, so 30 years we did essentially one big cup, and now we're the handles forming. And if I'm a betting man, even though silver is manipulated, let's just be honest, the price is manipulated, but let's take a look at the charts. If I'm a betting man, you know what I mean? I think silver is going to break out over, at least get the $50 an ounce, but if this cup and handle plays out, I think it's going to break out to over 50, 51 an ounce and go a lot higher. And man, it's rightfully so. It needs to happen. It's been held down for decades, guys, the price of silver. And let's just say it's heating up nicely, and this chart looks phenomenal on the monthly time frame. But let's now go over September historically. I know I've shown this chart, I think I have at least maybe once or twice heading into this month of September, but I'll show you guys again here as well. We're in the month of September. So you can see here on the right, we have the average monthly performance of the Dow, of the S&P, of the NASDAQ, and of the Russell throughout all the months of the year. We have January, all throughout December, obviously. And what month stands out to you guys? What month is all red for all these indexes? It's September. You guys can see the Dow on average, and I forget the exact time frame of this data, but let's just say it's many years. The Dow on average has returned minus 1.1%. Same with the S&P 500 in the month of September. And the NASDAQ has returned minus 0.9%. As, let's see, the Russell was minus 0.6%. So each index, guys, has not done well in September on average. And the other months, you can see there's not much red. There's not much red. A lot of it comes in September. You know, we get a little red in February, all right, whatever. But, man, it's we're here. It's September, and the data does not lie, and the market is starting off the month a bit antsy, you know, a bit red, if you will. And history is, at least as of now, it's repeating itself, which it's not guaranteed that September is going to suck for the whole month of September. You know, we might start off with a 5% drop, and then we might recover, 7%. Then we might go down, 3% to end off the month. And that puts us at minus 1% or whatever. We might have some crazy swings. So get ready for that. But it doesn't mean necessarily that, stocks are going to just collapse this month. And overall, guys, my prediction here is that, September is going to be rocky. I was saying this like 3 weeks ago. In August, early August. You guys probably remember, if you've been watching my channel, I said, I think we're going to rally in August. We might start selling off a bit end of August into September, which is exactly what happened, right? We're here now. We're selling off in September, and we have been selling off for a couple of days. This is what we were talking about. And I think, September could still be rocky. There could be a lot more rockiness ahead. Some more red, but ultimately I think we're setting ourselves up for a bigger move in October, November, December. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. Nobody knows when, guys. Nobody's got the crystal ball in the stock market. If they say they do, run the other way, right? But overall, I think we're going to get an end of the year rally followed by, maybe a bigger drawdown here. We'll see how far it goes down here in September. We'll see. Either way, let's say we go down 5%, 2%, 3%, 10%, whatever it is. I think we're setting ourselves up for a nice rally to end off the year and to start 26. That's my prediction, not only in the stock market, but in the crypto market as well. I think we're setting up for a big move here. In other words, I'm buying up the dip. This dip is getting bought up. For me, what I'm doing is I'm buying. In other words, I bought more Bitcoin yesterday. I bought more stocks today, on Tuesday here. Obviously, the market was closed yesterday. But yeah, I'm buying. I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm buying a bunch of stocks still. I don't think we're done here, guys. I don't think we're heading into a landscape where, stocks are going to get really shaky and we're going to start dumping off here. In fact, I think it's the opposite. Earnings were pretty good from companies. We're getting these rate cuts. Inflation's not looking like it's really taken off. It's kind of looking steady here where we're at. So we're not seeing a bunch of factors that could lead us to seeing a big collapse in stocks, at least as of now. I mean, sure, there's always risks, but I think the way things are setting up in this landscape, heading into the holiday season, earnings are looking good. Again, we're getting rate cuts. As long as inflation stays steady, we don't really get any crazy, trade war tensions escalating, as long as that stays kind of at bay for now. And, maybe we get some deals that come over the next couple of months. I think we're going to get, a big move in stocks and crypto. I think we're setting up quite nicely here. But again, I mean, nothing's guaranteed. Nobody has the crystal ball. We might get a black swan event next month. Who knows? I don't know. But what I'm doing is I'm investing, guys. I'm continuing to buy. And of course, I'm saving money. That's a whole nother, category. We're just talking about investing here and trading, right? And I'm still aggressively doing so. And I'm curious, what are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. And I rambled a little bit much in this video, so we'll wrap it up here. We're about 10 minutes in. Stocks are bleeding, though, guys. That's the reality. Stocks are bleeding, and I'm planning on just adding more. You know, now QQQ's down 1.5%. SPY's down 1.2, 1.25. So we're bleeding more. That's the reality. We're bleeding more. And get ready. Have some cash on hand. Get ready to maybe put that stuff to work, right? The cash to work. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Catch you all in the next video. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the email stock newsletter. It's free. Check out my Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. All those links are down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.